My name's Dio. I make content on X for software AI and personal development. And this is me talking about XElite, a testimonial to say that the people that you're looking to work with, Edwin and J-Rod, whoever they hire afterwards, are amazing people. They help you all the way. They are like big brothers that go toe in toe with whatever issues you might have. They have tools, they have connections, they have lots of resources to help you as long as you ask, right? So they helped me monetize my X account from about 50 to 80 followers to now I believe it's 2200 followers right now. Cool, right? And while it can be done in 2-3 weeks with just intensive work, because the Twitter policies changed, with, if you remember, rather than having 500 non-verified followers, you need to have 500 verified followers. They still maneuvered and helped me get to that stage with incredible encouragement, with incredible support and AI tools to help me achieve that monetization. And now I am in their second cohort as well. So if you want more details, more in-depth emotions, feelings, or results, or whatever you like in order to make a better decision, which honestly just join whichever they have now, you can continue watching from here. I will just go further in depth, and hopefully I will see you as another colleague to work with in whichever cohort that you decide to join. I endorse it. This is a testimonial for XElite, specifically Edwin and J-Rod, who are managing this program. I was one of the few good people that were in the cohort, the first cohort, and this is me talking about it. I've written down some questions to guide you along, possibly helping you make a decision to work with these guys, awesome guys, right? First question, how was my situation before? So before joining the skill cohort, I was just a normal X account, right? Posting random stuff, posting or doing, trying something, right? Hustling, learning, without any guidance, without knowing anyone, alone. And I was doing, I was making things in hopes of making something out of this, but I was not clear. I didn't know what to do. I was just doing things, right? I had about 50 to 80 followers, I believe, which took me probably a month or so, or 2 months to get to. And how did that make me feel? Well, to me, it was nothing new. It was normal life, right? I was no celebrity or important person. I wasn't talking about something I was credible over or had authority over, but I was doing something, right? Although it was slow, I was doing something. I wish I could have grown faster. I wish there was a path. I wish there was someone who I could reach and ask for help without them asking for literal money. Edwin is the guy. He's like a big brother that you can reach out to and ask things. You know, he's dealt with a lot of stuff in personal branding, in talking to people in spaces, talking to everyone here and there. He's gone through a lot of stuff on X, and being able to reach out to him is, in fact, a privilege to do. While others would put everything behind a paywall. They would literally try to get you on sales calls and do all that kind of stuff, but he did not. He reached out with voice messages. He would talk to me as if he was talking to me in person. There's a big difference. There's a big difference in intent. And obviously, he stood out. Edwin reached out to me. We talked for a bit, and eventually, when the first cohort launched, he asked me whether I wanted to join. Of course, I did. I trusted him. He was one of the guys that was just giving all he could to help me. Why wouldn't I? A little slow at times, slow as in the program was still coming into structure. Things were putting together, the software was being developed, so it was a little slow. But whenever I reached out, they never ignored me. They helped me where they could. Again, great thing, right? And they eventually slowly got me into the whole process, the program, optimize my bio, my profile picture. That profile picture that you see now is the one that Edwin recommended, and I edited a little bit, but it's been like that for 6 months or so. They introduced some new software, and I got into this whole thing, and then I started using it, and I started seeing results immediately. Right, my impressions, which were an average of 1,000 to 2,000, by engaging 50 to 100 times manually, pretty much spending the whole day, even, um, to all the way up to 40, 50,000. At my peak, it was like 250,000 impressions in a single day. That was like a lucky one, but I did that. I got that whole result by spending 1 hour, 2 hour, maybe 3 hours a day. I didn't even need to think too much because it was the software that is in place that was doing all the work. I told the software who I am, what my interests, what my core beliefs, core values were, and it would try to emulate and write down stuff, comments for me based on those things, saving me so much time and headache. Wasn't that really cool, right? At the time of starting, there was nothing really to lose, and it was just me exploring new things to see whether this works, and it does. Now I'm monetized. Although it took a while and there were some personal life events that kind of held me back here and there, but by consistently being in it, by consistently going about it, even with the X policies changing from requiring 500 followers to requiring 500 verified followers, I still went and achieved the goal. Although the current results or transformation the program is trying to give you is not no longer Twitter monetization, or maybe it depends on how you go about it, but is more over your personal brand, and which will be much faster than going through this. This was a way of me achieving a milestone, a win to go through it, no matter how inefficient it was. It was a way to tell myself that even though this is harder, even though it got harder, I can still go through it. And I achieved it. Although the requirement was about 5 million impressions in 3 months, I had to do 10 million plus impressions in 6 months in order to get those 500 verified followers. And in the end, first paycheck, right? Awesome. So it works in a way, right? They're tools, and they're updating those tools obviously over time to help you achieve better success. And now they continue to improve on those programs to make it even better. AI as one of the core functions, ways to cut cost as in your cost of mental energy, streamline it, do something even better for you. So if you're thinking about joining the next cohort right now, I'm also in the second cohort. I decided to join that too. I believe the spots are filled now. So if you're able to join the third or the fourth or the fifth, there's no hesitation. These people are legit. They're going to get you a result if you ask questions, if you do as they say, if you go ahead with what is being presented to you in literal silver plating. It is an important step because these people are not only giving you support as mentors, as teachers, as big brothers, they're giving you tools, they're connecting you with people that you will wipe with. They're there for you in this whole process. Isn't that awesome? Now, what would I tell someone who's watching this right now and is unsure about taking the next steps? Brother, take it. There's no harm. Things work. I've tried it. I've tried it for 6 months already and continue to do so. This program is nothing like what you see all the other people preaching on X. Everyone on X wants money. They want to charge thousands of dollars out of you. And these guys may charge something. I don't know how much they're going to charge in the future, but they're doing all they can to be supportive of you. They're trying to make lots of tools to help you streamline and reduce the amount of effort that you spend yourself so that you can work on actually doing what you love. They're making great stuff. They're doing it for you. They're taking your feedback. They're listening closely. These guys will help you shake their hand and get started. join their next program. And I'm sure you're not going to regret this. You may reach out to me personally, DM me if you have any questions, but join. There's no reason. You might have even interacted with these guys, and you should know they're great guys.